What's going on, guys, girls? It's your boy, AB here. Man, it's been hard for me with work and all, just trying to, I don't really have a camera person, so I gotta do these videos on my phone, set them up. I've been busy, I apologize for that. I know, I just got 500 subscribers to my channel yesterday, so peace and many thanks to all you guys out there, all the original people that have been following me from day one. I appreciate all your efforts and subscribing to my channel, and many thanks for that. So anyway, I just wanted to bring a new gun review, something you may not have seen, or you may have seen it at the range. I picked up an Israeli TAVOR, the old SAR, I think it's SAR 17. This is the first model Israeli Weapon Works put out. I think this came out in like 2013, and they recently went to the I think the 95 bullpup design, which is a little different than this first design. These rifles right now, I think they're going for like $1,700–1,800. They come in either 9mm or 5.56, and you could convert them. I think the kit to go back to 9 or 5.56, it's like $800–900 kit. Okay. So anyways, this was on sale a couple months ago. I saw this at Bud's Gun Shops, and I think this was like $1,300 and some odd dollars. So it was like $400 or $500 or so, cheaper than it usually would have been. And I've been kind of eyeing one of these. I mean, it's something that I wanted, but I wanted to get a pretty good price for it. So when I saw it for like $13, I kind of said, well, maybe this would be the time to jump in on this, So I did. And the main thing with these is some good things about this. It is a bullpup, so you get the full 16.5 inch barrel back to the receiver. So you get a long barrel in a compact design. Of course, all the action and the function is behind the trigger, or the handguard, or the pistol grip rather. So it's all compact. So you get the same 16.5 inch barrel out of a standard carbine, but half the size. And this is competitive with most SBRs. I mean, even some of the SBRs that I have, this is still smaller overall length. So it's a good package. So I mean, it's a bullpup design, point and shoot. Most of these today, they have a Picatinny rail. Okay. And the rail comes already with flip up front and rear iron sights. So unlike like an M4 you typically get, you got to spend a couple $100 on iron backup sights. These sights come with it, and this is like an M4 type sight, adjust up and down, and then you got the sight in the rear, which is a little peephole. And it comes with the rifle. Again, it folds down. So, that's cool. Full Picatinny rail for scope. Whatever. I got a little primary arms red dot. Right out of the box. I didn't have to adjust anything when I shot it. It was zeroed pretty straight. The charging handle, you could change this either side, left or right. I got it on the left, it comes on the left. But I like the original one is up here toward the muzzle, and I kind of like that from a shooting standpoint. Okay, you could pull it, and it's right up front. The new 95 models, it's the charging handle is more right where the pistol grip is, and I mean, I guess that would be okay. I like it up front. Kind of reminds me of an MP5 right up front. I kind of like that about it. The other thing is that, I mean, the trigger is somewhat kind of hard to pull back, you know, compared to like an AK, which is pretty quick, AR-15, you know, whatever. I mean, you have to, you know, it's not the crispest trigger, but for a rugged, you know, bullpup, durable, I mean, it's not bad. You could get your shots off. Just realize it's not going to be a hair trigger, or, you know, it's a little, you know, more effort to pull it. Leave it at that. But it works pretty good. The other thing is that I put a foregrip on this. This is an IWI foregrip. Basically, the front of this is a plastic piece. You've got two screws, one here, one on the other side, and there's a clip that this sits in. So basically, you take the two screws off, and then you pull out the flap here, and you separate. This is just a plastic handguard. The only downside of this is because it is a plastic and it has a flap in this, you do get a little bit of wiggleness with this. You know, you feel it with the foregrip attached, a little wiggleness. I mean, it isn't bad. You don't, you know, as long as you're not, you know, yanking on the thing. I've shot it with it. You know, you could put your hand up here, but there is a little wiggle room, but it's nothing that's going to mess you up. You could I did have a rail, a Midwest rail that I put on the thing that came out to the handguard or the back of the flash hider, okay? But after doing so, it made it feel too kind of bulky for me, the gun. You know, the way that they designed this, you know, it's compact, it's rugged, you got a nice hard shell, and it's, you know, with this, the way it is, it's very light in the front and very maneuverable to come up and point with. And then when I put the elongated rail on there, you could put your foregrip out a little further, but it got a little bit heaviness to it, and I was just like, man, I went back to the original design, because that's the way the Israelis had it, and it works good. So you can put your hand under here, you can use the foregrip, you can just, you know, use it to put behind your hand, you know, but that's what I did. You know, I just wanted to keep it. They have a Sitar, CTAR, which I think is like a short barrel, 14.5-inch barrel with a flash hider comes right out here. I think that's an SBR, or if you wanted to cut this down and permanently weld or tap, you know, a flash hider like you do on an M4, you could do that. But like I said, it's really short. It's a fun, rugged little shooter. This one is in 9mm. They do make it in 5.56. Standard Colt mag for the 9mm. Just drops in the back, and you know, there's a tab right here, like a trigger. You just pull it, comes right out. So, you know, you're done shooting, whatever, finger right there, pull it out, put a new one in, you're ready to go. You know, so it's now our people, the new one, I think they put a button somewhere mimicking the M4, whatever, but I don't mind this old-fashioned way they did it. Like I said, it's pretty good. The other thing I noticed, that you feel shooting this, when you're out at the range, you could actually feel the action cycling. So it's kind of weird, because it's like, you got this whole shell, and it's like a beanbag, kind of like ba-boom, 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 where you actually kind of feel it is nothing that's, you know, hurt you or prevent you from maintaining your sight, but you do kind of notice it. But you know, the longer action of it going back and forth is kind of, you feel it, you know, which probably just takes a while to get used to it. But you know, like when I shoot my AK-9 or my AR-9, it just isn't as prominent as I notice it kind of in this, you know. But it just, you know, I haven't shot it that much. But you know, it does come with, they give you 2 sling attachments. You have one in the back here, and then one here it comes with. So if you want to, you know, put in a sling, you got 2 places here to put your sling swivel. Quick detach, works really good. But like I said, it's a good little gun. I mean, if you could get these for, you know, under 1,500, 14, you know, you're doing pretty good. And now, I don't know, these SAR 17s, I don't know if they, I think they stopped kind of making this design. So if you want to get one, I try to get one, you know, as soon as you can, because I think they're switching over to the X95s now. So that's why I kind of like the way this is. This one, it has the, you know, the full handguard protector. The new X95s, you can actually take the grip off, and you could get a regular trigger guard and remove this, you know, this iconic trigger pistol handguard. But I mean, this is iconic. You know, this is, when you think TAVOR Israeli, this is, you know, this is what they developed. So I just, you know, I respect that. I respect what they did with it. You know, that this is something they come up with, and this is what it is. But yeah, it's, you know, ambidextrous. The shells, you know, they just come out the back here, out the side. But you know, it's fun. You got your fire here, right by your safe fire here, right by your thumb. You know, like I said, you could buy there's a bigger rail you could get for it. You could get different 4 rails for it. You know, they've got a few things out there for this, but like I said, I respect the engineers that developed this, and I just kind of like it. I enjoy it the way it is. You know, it has a nice thick pad here, and you know, it's very cushiony, so it's good to go. So, you know, this is AB. I will be back with you guys coming soon to hopefully go over some other reviews. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.